Landing on our PCs and Macs just a few hours ago, the Zwift game updates for early September 2020. Now Mac and PCs always get these updates first. Coming along not soon after will be iOS, Android and Apple TV versions. So what's in store for us this month over on Zwift? First up, missions and programs have been added. So the Zwift Academy, you may have seen, has been announced for 2020, including Run, Ride and Try. All the assets and resources for those are coming down with this update, and there's some dates there. So the registration process for cycling starts on September 8th, September 15th for Run, and September 28th for Try. So if those training plans and events appeal to you, they're the dates. Resources are down. Get ready for some hard training. Another key event this month, starting September 18th, has also dropped down the resources in this update, and that is the Oatroot Ventoux. Remembering the Oatroot Watopia, 3 days, back to back, super hard, super popular. Again, the same is happening this month over on the French map. So according to the Oatroot website, 3-day virtual epic on the French roads of Watopia. That's a little confusing for us knowing that Watopia isn't in the France map. However, we do know that these rides are going to be hard and well attended. So September 18th through September 20th, keep an eye on your local guides or the event details schedule for when you're going to hit the start line and hopefully get to the finish line. Content-wise this month, Repack Ridge gets an improvement. Now, Repack Ridge was the original FutureWorks steering where you put a mobile phone on your handlebars and steered your way through the mountain bike course. So that's now gone from the FutureWorks program, which was beta by any other name, that's now officially released. So the Sterzo Smart is now supported on Repack Ridge, and there have been a few minor improvements to the UI when turning into Repack Ridge. I believe the question mark is gone. It will now tell you that what's coming up is really what's coming up, no guesswork. And as I've mentioned, the Sterzo Smart works for that section. Speaking of the Sterzo and steering on Zwift, Zwift have changed the default state of steering in events to be off. This means only events that are meant to allow steering have steering enabled. There's a few interesting things happening there with people joining events with steering either on or off and then being in the wrong lane. Looks like they've put a few fixes in place for that. Speaking of bug fixes and improvements, the list here is added a new alert indicator when users save their activity to let them know they're in an offline state to reduce lost rides and runs. Bit of a corner case here, but if you're Zwifting along, everyone disappears and you just don't quite realize you're offline, you exit your ride, you save, but it doesn't appear on Zwift or Strava or Garmin Connect because your internet connection is dropped. You'll never know. Now Zwift will tell you if it's not going to save up to the cloud for Zwift to give you an opportunity to restore your internet connection and make sure those rides count. Next up, they say they've improved Meetups to ensure you can enable late join or race results. You can't do both because if you late join a meetup, it does screw with the results a little bit. So probably a bug fix with that because I thought that's the way it always was. The newly introduced cycling pace partners are only available for cyclists. Previously, if you were a runner, you could join a pace partner. Good luck trying to keep up. Future game release here will provide complimentary pace partners for runners. So look out for those if you are without a bike. Fixed an issue that would cause the HUD, the heads-up display, to flicker in Meetups. Not ideal, now fixed. Second last here on the list of bug fixes and improvements for the September release, fixed a bug where in certain scenarios a rider would get dropped from the draft. So no longer can we use the excuse, oh, it was the software that dropped me off the back. It definitely wasn't my fitness. I haven't seen that one in person, but okay, obviously they've detected something there, or a lot of people have complained they've been dropping out of the draft. Now fixed. And the final update here on the bug fixes and improvements for the September 2020 game release, numerous UI and text updates. Probably not the UI refresh everyone's been hoping for, maybe just a few refinements to the menus. So there we are, that's what you can expect next time you log in and that progress bar gets to 100% and you're ready for your ride or your run. As always, if you've liked this one, give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe to support this channel, and we'll see you soon.